Welcome back. We talked about the project info section before. Now we're going to talk about the planning section that is available under every project. The planning section has only two objects in it. It has something called the execution plan, that is a macro execution plan for the project. It is not a activity by activity execution plan. It is a macro execution plan that, from our experience in managing projects, we found that this is a very acceptable way of managing projects by phases. We have the 10 phases of the project: the general phase, the preliminary phase, the site preparation phase, the foundation retaining wall phase, the concrete structure phase, the rough interior finishes, the exterior finishes, the interior finishes, the legal procedures, and the maintenance. These are the 10 phases that we execute every project with. And what we do, we macro manage, means at a high level, not at a detailed level as far as activities are concerned. We manage project phases, not more than that. And that's what from a real estate development point of view, you don't want to enter into micro activities that are every single minute activity within the project. And here you would say the expected start, expected end, and you would register also and it will calculate the expected duration. And once you progress every phase and you say this phase started or it didn't start or it's delayed or something like that, you will find the actual start and actual end, and you will see the percent complete. These numbers are needed when we calculate the cash flow, how much money I still need to close that project, what am I doing in planning, and the time, basically the times. This is where I work on the time of the expected start, expected end, and actual start and actual end, and the percentage complete. And the status of every phase. Once this phase is finished, notice that we have a phase that's the general, that is from the beginning of the project till the end of the project. Then we have other phases like the preliminary. It's at the first. It starts when with the other phase, and this is the one next, then next, then next, then next, then next, then next, then next, and this one at the end. That goes at the end of the project, after the project ends. Phases can overlap. They are in this order usually, but they can overlap. There is no problem by overlapping. So before the preliminaries phase ends, this one starts. As you see, this one ends 16 December and that starts 18 September. The same thing, this one ends 30 November and that starts, that's what we call back to back or end to start. When this one ends, this one starts. So the same things that we do in managing activities, we're managing phases. Under the project planning, that's what we do initially when we're planning the project. We plan these phases. What is the expected start and end of every phase? And what we do, this is the second step that we do after we do the execution plan. Or we can go back and modify the execution plan at any time, but we have to have a valid execution plan before we start a project. Then we create what we call an estimate. An estimate is a complete document that estimates the cost of that project in a detailed manner. Let me show you an example of an estimate. When you expand on that estimate, double click and expand on that estimate, look what you see. If you notice the 10 phases that we have, from the general to preliminary to site preparation, foundations, and maintenance, every phase we go into details in every single phase inside here to tell me. For example, under the general, the structural supervision, the water site counter, the purchased water tanks, the electric site counter, the generator fuel and repair, whatever, every single item that we have that comes. Every single item can be, for example, item like this is a generator fuel and repair. Since we have 13 units in this in this project, we're saying that we need $33 per unit, okay? And that will be material only. That's the total will be $429 as this item. This is expected cost for power generator fuel. This is for 13 units, we need $33 per unit, and the total is this. If you see, for example, let me see another, this one, for example. This one, the cleaning, also the cleaning and uploading. We're saying also for 13 units, we need $500 per unit, and that's the 66,500. Risk, we put the risk here. We're saying a total risk of $500. That's a total. You see the unit of measure, that's a month. For example, janitor. Since we don't have janitor for this project, it's 0, and the system will highlight that for me in a different color to tell me automatically that wait, this thing is 0, so did you intentionally leave it 0 or did you make a mistake? So everything that is 0 will automatically be shown by the system. At the bottom of every item, at the bottom of every section, there is a calculated total automatically, and as you see, the rate is equal to the material plus the labor plus the equipment and services plus the subcontractor plus others. If we let me go to some section. For example, let's go to a concrete structure. For example, the concrete structure, as you can see, it has the same issue. Okay, here only materials. Let's go to something like rough interior finishes. Rough interior finishes. We have this is for example also this is per meter square, insulation per meter square. Since we have 1,900 meters square, the rate is $1 per meter square. Okay, that's the item. If we go to I think we do have masonry blocks here. Yes, the masonry blocks. This is double masonry blocks, double 10 centimeters. Is per meter square. We have 1,215 meters square. So from the quantity surveying that we get from that project, and this item, this unit price, the rate that comes, it comes from our standard project. It comes from our standard project, and when we modify that, we can go manually and modify it, or we can tell the system to automatically, after we execute a project, to go and apply an algorithm to modify these unit prices and unit costs for us to see if it is we can go by average, we can go by last, we can go by min, we can go by max, whatever, any type of update you want to update the standard price list that we have under the corporate database. The same thing under exterior finishes. As you can see, this is the exterior finishes. Look at this. For example, exterior insulation, we have 2,000 meter squares. It's $5 per meter square. It's $4 material and $1 labor. As you can see, the $5 is a composition of $4 material and $1 labor. Some stuff like this, for example, also this one, the stone cladding. The white stone cladding is $54 per meter square. It is $19 material and $35 labor. So this is where you can see the cost is divided over various categories. For example, the roof metal and tiles, it's $49.60. That's the cost per meter square. This is $27.6 material, $2 labor, and $20 subcontracting. Sometimes you give the subcontractor only workmanship. You don't give him the material. Sometimes you give him the whole thing will be subcontracted in maybe let me see if I can see something here that is only subcontracted. Let me see. Maybe not, but we will see it later. Once I see it later, I will do it. And also we go even in the maintenance phase, because we have in the maintenance we have the repairs and we have the extras. Because when you we always after we close the project and we finalize it, our customers expect from us a not only repairs, sometimes they expect some extras, and that's how we build a very good client base by allocating some extras here. So when we spend extra on any unit after sale, that will bring us another customer, and that will give us a very good reputation in the business.